Well, of course, beef is our number one industry in Nebraska, so we always want to be able to promote that, and we've got a world-class product to be able to sell. And so we're here in Las Vegas talking with places like the Wynn to say, hey, world-class restaurants deserve world-class beef. And so it's an opportunity for us to be able to bring in producers from Nebraska, talk to the folks here about how we raise our beef in Nebraska, why it's the best in the world, and just work with some of the folks who are involved in the industry here so that we can give them some of the tools to be able to talk to their customers about why they should buy Nebraska beef.
Mm-hmm. During a roundtable discussion, had a few Nebraska beef producers sharing their story. The chefs really seemed to like that element, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that the chefs get asked and the servers get asked here is, well, where does the beef come from? Tell me a story about it. And by bringing our producers here, we could share, hey, we got a 6th generation cow-calf producer that can talk about how they take care of the animals and what we do from a conservation standpoint. One of the things I always say is that our farmers and ranchers were the original conservationists. I talk about how we've got a great history and legacy of beef production in Nebraska. We've got the perfect environment for it. We've got great genetics. But most of all, we have the best people to be able to raise beef, and that's why we've got a great story to tell.
Mm-hmm. You've done quite a few of these trade missions and promoted Nebraska products domestically and all across the world. Anything different about this one that struck you so far?
Well, it's a little bit easier trip, direct flights from Omaha to Las Vegas. But I got to tell you, one of the things that's really cool is that we've got a lot of great people who are really interested in hearing our story. They get that more and more consumers want to know where their food comes from. And certainly in our society today, more and more people are further away from the family farm or ranch. And so by bringing in our producers that can talk directly about what they do, it really helps the folks here in Las Vegas understand where that beef comes from so they can tell their customers. So that's probably the most valuable part of this trip.